let's start coming up with a package for Terry. Number one, how many inspectors you got?
3.
3 inspectors. When we met, how many did you have?
Just me.
Made my day. All right, so number one, 3 inspectors. So he's a volume shop, and a lot of you guys in here are volume shops. So we got to keep that volume going, and that's why we do packages. When we get online, we talk on the forums, we talk on social media, we go to meetings, and everybody says, oh, no, I don't leave my house for less than $500. That's a low volume shop. They cannot sustain that if they, so we got to use packages to make that price point up higher. What is your average ticket, do you know?
Probably $375.
$375. Now, this could tell you one of 2 things, because Chad's from California where there's no licensing. I mean, even Rico can be an inspector in California.
Michigan doesn't have licensing either. So.
But Michigan doesn't have licensing, but California is just famously everybody's a home inspector in California. And so, he's at the $330 average before he launches packages. You're at $375. It's also not as fun to live in Michigan as it is in Southern California, right?
True.
So there's a longer line of people. But it could also say something else. Would Terry be at 3 people or would he be at 10 if his price point was $300? Okay, now I'm not going back to let's be McDonald's or Walmart or whatever, but those are 2 great big companies. It's not such a bad thing. Have you ever had a situation where you were totally booked and then you don't have any more room on the schedule? Or is your problem really the amount of business coming in? Why don't you have 20 inspectors, Terry?
Because I don't market enough.
Because you don't market enough. All right.
I don't market enough.
And it would be easier to market with a lower entry-level price point. And I don't know where your entry level is. Just think when you're $325. That's not too bad. But think on entry-level price point, having something that's so unobjectionable, so ridiculously low that everybody goes, I got to go with him, but he's not one of the cheap guys, the $95, the $200 guys, whatever it is in your area that's, offends every inspector. You don't want to be down there, but you want to have an entry level. And even if that entry level only goes up to the 1,000 square foot condo, okay, at least you have a price point that works for everyone.